On what the hell just rolled into the shop. You could say that the tire tread is a little bad. Maybe. You could say the tread was separating a touch, seeing as it's coming off. So, oh, well, look at this. Would you just look at this? Wow. Holy crap. He's lucky he didn't die. I'm lucky I haven't died yet spinning this tire like that. Holy McFrolies. McFrolies. And that today is our segment of What the Hell. So, person's complaining of a roaring noise from the rear end. Like, sounds like a wheel bearing. Which it could very well be. How would you check for a wheel bearing versus a tire making noise? Well, get it off the ground and spin it. Grab a suspension part that's bolted to the knuckle here. Something such as, this control arm. And then spin it. Shouldn't feel anything, should feel nice and smooth. If you're not sure, compare it to another side. If you spin it, you kind of feel like a grinding feeling, kind of like a coffee grinder, or just, you can feel it more than you hear it. Then your wheel bearing is probably okay. This one, however, is very much chopped tires. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but see when I spin it, you see how square that is almost? Like right there. See how bumpy it is? This makes a lot of noise going down the road. It sounds like your wheels are about to fall off. Same thing happens in my car. I have chopped tires too. I just haven't changed them yet. So we're gonna change these tires, then we'll go drive it again and make sure that the noise goes away. Sometimes with the wheel bearing, you can get some wiggle in it too. So like if you grab your wheel and you're able to like wiggle it, this one's not obviously bad, it's okay. Then it can also be a bad wheel bearing that's loose. It might not make noise, but it could be loose. And you can also get different tire wear patterns, but you can see how it's like, this is the high spot, this is the low spot, high spot, and stuff like that. So you're doing a tire change on a car with a TPMS system in it. Easiest, least destructive way to do this is to unscrew the TPMS. Usually it's an 11 or 12. I haven't seen any other sizes other than 11 or 12 millimeters. Take the cover off and just drop it in the tire. You get it out once you get the tire off. And that's that. So you can break it down, you can bust it loose, because if you don't, you do risk breaking the sensor. So it's a risk. There are plenty of people, like my coworkers, I can change tires without taking the sensor off by just having the skill to do it correctly. But if you're worried, like these are run flat tires, so I'm just gonna drop them. That's all you gotta do. And then you just bust it loose and go on. Watch figures. Get a sensor, and you get the rest of it off.
Is it loose?
That's the TPMS sensor. And this is what your TPMS looks like installed on the tire. So it's just like that. I'm using this little arm thing to hold it down so I get it installed, and just let it up. And then you fill it up. And that is how you change a tire on a car with TPMS.